Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. Here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Purim 2014. I don't know what point of your day you're hearing this message, but here's an important halacha, one of the many, for the day of Purim, and it is. We, the Jewish people, never, ever, ever daven to Hashem. We never pray to God while being drunk. And that is something very important to consider because some people will be having wine, and some people will be having a lot of wine at their Purim Suda. And the Purim Suda happens like late in the afternoon, and if it so happens that you did not say the Mincha prayer before your Purim Suda, then you would be stuck davening the Mincha prayer late in your Purim Suda right before the day ends, and it would not be appropriate ever for you to daven while being drunk. Therefore, it is, most people know to observe this, but I don't want you getting caught in this. You have to make certain to daven Mincha before you begin your Purim Suda. It's a good idea to do that even if you're having no wine, but certainly if you're going to have some wine, make certain to daven the Mincha prayer earlier in the afternoon. The Purim Suda is going to start about, in the last hours of the day, like let's say around 5 o'clock or even 6 if possible. But the main thing is that it gets done before the day is over, and so you should be davening mincha, go to a shul and daven at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or any one of those hours that's long before your Purim Seudah. Interestingly, and I hope it doesn't sound like a contradiction, you have to bench at the end of the Purim Seudah, and benching at the end of the Purim Seudah is of course also like a prayer to God, and there is a difference halachically there because God does ask us to have some wine at the Purim Seudah, and He does ask us to bench at the end of the Purim Seudah. So it's kind of understood that there's going to be some level of benching with some level of wine inside of us. But as you've heard me say before, most of my Rebbeim have taught us that it's not so appropriate to be so crazy drunk that you don't make any sense or anything like that. We gave much more simple explanations in all of those laws, and according to that it would make much, much more sense. You would have a little bit of wine, you would still have basically control of your senses, and you'd be able to properly daven to Hashem. Just think it out in advance. If you're one of those people that's thinking of getting so drunk that you don't even know who you are, then how on earth are you going to appropriately bench at the end of your Purim meal? And don't you go thinking to yourself that, oh, come on, it's Purim Day, God won't mind if I mess up one benching. We're not supposed to ever think of God that way. He asks us to bench always at the end of every meal, and there will have to be an appropriate, fully intentioned benching at the end of your Purim Seudah also. So please bear that in mind as you make your Purim plans. Thanks for logging on. Have a very Freilichem Purim, a very happy Purim, and I hope it's meaningful and halachically proper and all of that. Thanks for logging on, and log on again on Shushan Purim for more. Bye-bye.